Good morning to you all. Coming again with another video, and today we're going to do a greenhouse update video. From last night we had some huge storms, as you can see from down here where we've got the bark chippings. It was actually running down like a river last night. See where it's washed all the bark up down here. So just a window of opportunity to go and do a greenhouse video update. One of the main reasons that I've not done one up until now is because I've started really late with the chilies this year. So if you compare it to last year's video, then they are quite significantly smaller in size. We'll start off down here, and here we've got the Facing Heaven bullet chilies, which had seeds from a dry pod which Jenny Song kindly sent to me from chinaspice.co.uk, and these seem to have taken off quite well, and there's a fair few pods on them. That one's just ripening off there. I really need to get those repotted into larger pots. And down here we have the Jay's Red Ghost Scorpion. This was struggling for a bit. Went all bushy, quite thick and squat, but seems we've had the decent weather over the last 2 to 3 weeks, and it's grown quite a bit. Plenty of flowers on it, and just fingers crossed that they're going to turn into pods. Down here we've got a Fatali. Again, this was struggling for a while. Start of the season I had really bad problems with aphids, but thankfully that subsided, and not a problem anymore. There's another Fatali. And one of the biggest producers that we've got this year is the RG Lemons. Now this is what I overwintered from last year. As you can see, I've got a plentiful amount of pods on it. A lot of these are starting to ripen now. And the first 3 pods that ripened off here I'd sent to Pete the Norfolk Chili Head. And he kindly did a pod review of them. So check out his channel and you can see him munching away on a pod of them. Decent size on that. Here we have an Infinity Chili. It's got a good stable, strong stem to it. I think all of these, if they don't end up podding this year, then I will overwinter them in the smaller greenhouse and line it all with some fleece and put a heater on this year, and then fingers crossed we'll see what we get next year. Again, we've got another Infinity there. I'm really pleased with that. It's looking quite healthy. Nice glossy leaves to it. No flowers on that as yet, but hopefully we've got a little bit of time left in the season. If we carry on having the decent sunshine that we have done, then we never know, we might do alright. Across the back here we've just got 6 tomato plants, just various different varieties. Just for eating, but some for making sauces as well. And down here we've got a Nargler. That's quite squat and quite bushy, but as of yet no flowers on that. And down here we've got a yellow butch tea. Starting to have a few flowers on it. I think the seeds from that were kindly sent from Matt Mitchell from last year, so thanks for that. And down here we've got a Dorset Naga crossed with a Scorpion. Now there's a few pods on this. There's a little dinky one there that's ripened off. There's plenty of flowers on that, so we might get some pods off that this year. There, I grew this last year. Well, I've got another plant. That's the Maruga these Scorpion Maruga blend. It's got a really decent strong stalk to it. And the next ones that we've got is a pair of Reapers. And they're doing well. Got plenty of flowers on it. I do seem to get a lot of flower drop with this though. Seem to get more drop off than actually pollinate. But we have had a few that's pollinated. We've got pods here. Wicked little stingers on them. I think these are going to be the bad boys this year. I think they're really going to pack a punch. Sorry about the dodgy camera work. There you go. And 3 plants that I've got down here are just bell peppers. There's a few peppers on there. Mainly because we eat so many peppers in the cooking that we do. In Chinese dishes and put them in curries and what have you. So I'll take you over to the next greenhouse. But before I do, I'll just give you a quick glance up the top of the garden. And this area that we've got marked out down here, and we've got marked out for a polytunnel. And I'm going to go for a first tunnel's 20 by 10 tunnel, and then do mainly fruit and veg in there, and then keep these 2 greenhouses just purely for chilies. So we're going to have a look what we've got in here. It's one of the strawberries that we've overwintered from last year. Down here I've got a new one that I've not grown this year. This is El Oro de Ecuador. And again, if you went on to Pete the Norfolk Chili Heads channel, I sent him a few pods of these and they did a taste test and enjoyed them. Not a great amount of heat to them, but they are tasty. It's quite a big grower, and I think a prolific podder as well. Down here we've got a Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. Again, that seems to be quite squat and bushy. Not really that big, but as I say, I have left it quite late to grow this year. But with commitments and everything else, it's I shall try and get it earlier next year. This one down here is a Bubblegum 7. I've had really problems trying to get this to pollinate. I think every flower that I've added has dropped off. I've never had any pods off it yet. But fingers crossed, we'll see how we go. And down here we've just got a pot of tumbling tomatoes. Some raspberries that have started off. Hopefully they'll go out next year. There's a few other bits and bobs in here, just different varieties of mint. Then we've got a limo. This is growing quite well. There's a pod on there. There's a smaller one. There's Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion, and that's directly from Jim Duffy from the States. There's another Bubblegum 7. That one seems to have a larger stem, so I think it will do quite well. I don't know if I'm going to put it in a bigger pot before the end of the season. Well, hopefully we're going to get some pods off of that. Down here there's a few that the runts, they're little, but they need repotting out. That's a big gem. Then we have another Fatali. Seem to have got the first pod on there. And next in the line, again these are Zion horns, and they grow really quite long and spindly. I think it's a bit like a Bangalore Whippet's tail looking, and they are took from dry pods from chinaspice.co.uk. I thought we'll give those a go, see if they germinate, and they did. So we're growing them. At the back there, you've got a white Fatale. No pods off that as yet. It seems to be doing alright, seems to be doing healthy. At the back there we've got another Nargler. It's a little bit squat in size and a little bit bushy. And here's another plant that was sent over from Jim Duffy, and that's Chocolate Scorpion. So again, I want repotting in a bit. We've got flowers on it. This is one that I've never had before, but I think it's another super hot. That's a Naranka Picante. I seem to have got a few pods on that. I'm not really au fait with this chili, but it has got a little stinger on it. And down here there's a couple of others that are the runts of the litter. These will need repotting now. There's a Serrano there and a jalapeno. Now I want to give a mention and a shout out for somebody that's provided at least 10 of these plants that we've got dotted about here, and that's Ian Stewart, that's on the Chili Growers UK forum. I spoke to him and he was running short on space in his greenhouse, and I went up and saw him for the day, had a meet up with him, a real sound chap, and came back with 10 plants that he didn't have any space for. So thanks for that, Ian. And there you are, another update for the greenhouses. So I'll come back again probably another month and show you another update. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Cheers.